Alrighty, brake cleaner for cleaning guns. I've heard a lot of people say don't do it. I've heard a lot of people say it's awesome. I tend to agree with it's awesome, but you have to know how to do it properly. Some people say that it'll mess up the metal, or it might screw up your finish. I don't know, each gun is different, that sort of thing. So if you're iffy, take a small piece that, probably an internal part that no one's ever going to see, and try it on that. I've never had any problems with it. It's a super powerful solvent that will take anything off of metal. Carbon, cosmoline, CLP, oil, it'll strip everything down to the bare metal. But you can't just spray it with brake cleaner and leave it like that, because it'll dry it out and you'll get rust and all that sort of stuff. So I have these crap aftermarket Mini 14 mags that I've been working on, and I'm going to demonstrate. I cleaned the inside of the mag body yesterday, sprayed it with a bunch of Rem Oil and CLP, and got in there with a hard bristle brush and let it set. So the tip is hot water and shaving cream. Get as hot water as your hands can handle, because hot water obviously dries quicker than cold water and you won't have as much rust afterward. And the shaving cream acts as like a super powerful soap that will remove the brake cleaner. So basically, this whole thing's covered in oil, and we're gonna spray it down with brake cleaner. All over. Then get a soft bristle brush or an old toothbrush. Make sure you get every crack and crevice, every nook and cranny. Get all in the inside and wipe it down really good. You can already see the oil and stuff coming off of it. Not so much because I only used a light coat on the outside, but inside, I don't know. Anyway, shaving cream. Get it all nice and soapy. And make sure, like I said, every nook and cranny. They're all slippery. Spray some inside. Get some water. And just scrub everything. The shaving cream and hot water will help to remove the brake cleaner that you just sprayed all over. I first learned this from one of my sergeants back in 2006, and I've used it to clean all my guns ever since then, both military weapons and my own private weapons. But it works, man. It works really well. You'd see us out there in the parking lot with a bucket of hot water and shaving cream and a can of brake cleaner, spraying down our M4 lower receivers and uppers and down the barrel. And then the armorer's like, "Oh, what are you guys doing? That's not a approved method." But we never had dirty weapons. Anytime we had to do an inspection to get them turned back in the arms room, our weapons never got kicked back. So, then dunk it in the water and continue to scrub. Make sure there's no brake cleaner or shaving cream left anywhere on there. Then dry it as much as you can. I'm not going to run this towel through the inside of the mag body because it'll leave all sorts of little pieces of lint and stuff all over it. But just dry it off, give it a good shake. If you have a can of compressed air or keyboard duster, that stuff works really well. Spray the inside because right now it's got a bunch of little drops of water. You probably can't see it. But yeah, like I said, this takes it down to the bare metal. This is just dry metal with nothing on it. No oil, no carbon, no cosmoline. I used this on I have an M38 Mosin Nagant. It's the carbine version, but without the bayonet like the M44. I took it apart because it was covered in cosmoline. I sprayed everything with brake cleaner, and then the shaving cream and hot water. Took it right off. I even did it on the stock. I don't know how that would affect a laminated stock because my stock wasn't laminated, but it basically drew all the cosmoline out of the wood. And when everything was dry, I just took some Rem Oil and sprayed all the metal down, rubbed it across, gave it a light coat or CLP, and I sprayed the entire wooden stock with Rem Oil and took a rag and kind of put the oil back into the wood. You can do that with linseed oil, you can do it with whatever, you know. But yeah, this is just bare, bone dry metal. Let it dry, and then you know, if you're just leaving it to plain steel, like say AK-47 magazines, usually come covered in cosmoline. Do this, let them dry, and then spray everything down with a light coat of Rem Oil or CLP, protective coat. I'm leaving these dry because I'm going to prime them and spray paint them. But yeah, that's how it's done. Like I said, make sure you, once you use the brake cleaner, spray everything down with shaving cream and hot water, rinse it, and let it dry. And then give a protective coat of oil or spray paint it. And don't just clean your guns with brake cleaner and expect everything to be awesome. So it's a neat little trick. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be like, oh, that's stupid, or, you know, try it, see if it works for you. Like I said, if you're iffy, try it on a small part and see how it works.